Will the U.S. security agency start a war in South Africa's KwaZulu-Natal province and frame the Umkhonto weSizwe party?
Is there any evidence that South Africa's two biggest political parties bribed the Electoral Commission to rig the election?
Is the fruit drink brand Maza and other soft drinks infected with Ebola?
And are those who were vaccinated against COVID no longer considered humans?
Welcome to this episode of What's Crap on WhatsApp, the voice note show that investigates the crap shared in your WhatsApp groups. I'm Andisiwe May from podcasting company Volume.
And I'm Taryn Curry from Africa Check, the continent's leading fact-checking organization. Let's get to it. First up today is a shocking claim presented as a breaking news graphic, which reads, CIA, the US Central Intelligence Agency, plans to frame MK by creating a war in KZN. KwaZulu-Natal is a province in South Africa. The Umkhonto weSizwe party, known as the MK party, was formed in December 2023 and received 14.6% of the vote in its debut election.
It seems like even though elections are over, election-related misinformation is still doing the rounds. So what's really going on here?
Let's start with what we know. The African National Congress, or ANC, failed to achieve a majority vote, and support for other leading parties like the Democratic Alliance and the Economic Freedom Fighters stagnated or fell.
The MK party bucked this trend, but it has also rejected the election results and demanded a recount by the Electoral Commission of South Africa, or IEC.
The party is led by former South African President Jacob Zuma. In July 2021, riots and looting broke out in the country, beginning in the KwaZulu-Natal province, coinciding with the arrest of Zuma.
Commenting on the initial election results, Zuma warned the IEC not to officially declare the results, saying, "If you're declaring, you're provoking us. Don't start trouble."
Police in KwaZulu-Natal remained on high alert in early June, and reportedly said they had been working with the National Defence Force and other law enforcement agencies in the province to maintain stability.
It is in this context that the claim about the CIA was shared online. Though formatted to look like a news article headline, the graphic is an altered version of another post and is not from any actual news site.
The original graphic had a different headline, a call for black parties to unite in Parliament. The altered version of the graphic with the new headline was posted the following morning. No evidence has been provided to support the claim. It's crap.
According to a media statement circulating online, two prominent South African electoral commissioners were bribed by Cyril Ramaphosa and DA leaders to rig results in favor of their parties in the 29 May general election.
Ah, yes, this is one of several vote-rigging claims Africa Check has debunked over the last 2 weeks.
President Cyril Ramaphosa leads the ANC, while the country's second biggest party is the Democratic Alliance, or DA. But, Taryn, this doesn't make sense. Why would the ANC and DA bribe the IEC only to have their share of the vote stagnate in the DA's case, or suffer a significant loss of support in the ANC's case?
That's definitely one way to look at it. The statement claims to have irrefutable evidence, but does not provide any. Shortly after the statement was posted, the IEC rubbished the claims of bribery and vote tampering. "We reject this assertion in the strongest terms," they said, adding that the so-called media statement had no basis in fact, and that they were considering their legal options.
Watchdog Media Monitoring Africa has also debunked the claims.
At the time of recording, there is no evidence to support the claim that IEC commissioners were involved in election rigging. Announcing the election results on the 2nd of June, the IEC raised the issue of problematic behavior during the election process, saying, "We've seen relentless and targeted social media attacks, disinformation campaigns, unwarranted allegations, and sometimes what appears to be bare acts of intimidation."
The claim is crap.
Moving on from elections, next up for today is a zombie claim that just won't die no matter how many times it has been debunked.
It's an old message that has resurfaced on social media, warning users not to consume soft drinks such as Fanta and Pepsi. It claims the drinks contain Ebola-infected blood. The message says the information comes from the police in India. It also says that the warning was reported by NDTV, an Indian news channel.
Ebola is a virus that multiplies rapidly in the body, weakening the immune system. The virus is transmitted by contact with bodily fluids of infected animals or people. Symptoms include severe headache, fever, sore throat, and red eyes.
So, there are a few signs that the message cannot be trusted. The first is that it tries to convey a sense of urgency, with the phrases, "Please forward to all friends," and "forward this message as soon as possible." Such tactics play on users' emotions in order to increase the spread of the message.
Another red flag is the fact that the claim is supposedly from the police in India, but is not linked to an official police statement. Police usually issue statements on their websites and social media accounts.
Exactly. We also found no reports from the NDTV news channel about Ebola-infected drinks or any warning on the Indian Ministry of Health and Family Welfare's website or social media platforms.
Because we would have expected the ministry to have been aware of this, if it were true, and to have informed the public, it's crap.
Our last claim for today is about COVID. It reads, "Breaking news, all vaccinated persons are no more humans according to UN. If you took the COVID-19 jab, consider yourself a no human."
The speaker cites a US law which can be verified to support the claim. Let's take a listen.
In the United States, the Supreme Court has ruled that vaccinated people worldwide are products. They are now patented goods. According to US law, which can be verified, people who have been vaccinated no longer qualify as humans, and therefore they can no longer be categorized as human beings. In essence, this means that those vaccinated are no longer subject to national or international law. Since 2013, all people vaccinated with genetically modified mRNAs are legally transhuman and legally identified as transhuman.
Okay, there's a lot going on here. Let's break it down. The United Nations, or UN, is an international organization with 193 member states dedicated to maintaining international peace and security, promoting human rights, and delivering humanitarian aid.
The mRNA vaccine works by sending messages that instruct the body to make a specific protein found in the coronavirus that causes COVID-19. The protein then triggers an immune response that produces antibodies against the virus.
And the claim is crap. According to a report by Reuters, it misinterprets the ruling in a 2013 case which had nothing to do with the mRNA vaccines or whether a vaccinated person is still human.
The case was a landmark legal dispute that led to the ruling that isolated human genes could not be patented because they were naturally occurring products, not inventions. We searched the UN's website for such a statement and came up empty. That's all the time we have for today. Now you know what's crap and what's not.
Your friends and family can sign up for our show over WhatsApp. The number is 082-709-3527. Make sure to save us as a contact in your phone and send us a message.
You can find the show wherever you get your podcasts, from Apple to Spotify. If you listen there, you'll find show notes and a link to the fact checks.
Remember that you can send us a WhatsApp message, a picture, video link, or voice note that you need fact-checked. Just forward them to us on WhatsApp. Our theme song is composed by John Bartman. I'm Andisueme.
And I'm Taryn Curry. Bye for now.
Volume.